Growing up with a stepfather who was somewhat prejudiced. Nowadays, they just call it racist. Um, I worked in the food service at Arizona State University. I had more than a few friends of color. Uh, some were black, some were just not always white. And I found out a young lady named Susie. I mean, she was close to my age. We're good friends, and I asked my mom if I could invite her over for dinner. Mom said that's fine. She goes, you're sort of dating her, right? And I'm like, yeah. She goes, well, just remember how your stepfather feels about this, and don't mention that she's your girlfriend. I'm like, this is true. So, I had her over to the house. Um, my stepfather was cordial. He was polite. But then she picked up on the fact pretty quick that he did not like her. And the meal went pretty well. We just chatted. I took her home afterwards. And she told me in the car, she goes, your dad does not like me. I said, my dad doesn't like a lot of people. He doesn't like most of my friends. She goes, is it because I'm black? I'm like, that's one reason. I said, he's just that way. He didn't mince words. He spoke his mind. He didn't bother him who he hurt or who he offended. When I look back at having had Susie over, when I came home that evening, we're just talking about it. He goes, oh, I caught on the idea that you two are more than friends. I'm like, okay. And he goes, I was being nice. But in the future, if you decide to have a black girlfriend, you want to go out with her, that's fine. And once you break it off with her, you're welcome to come back home. Growing up was an education. It's like I've been in jail twice. That was an education. Being hooked on drugs was an education. You learn things. And as somebody once told me, they said it's what you do with what you learn. Don't hate your stepfather. He was the way he was. I mean, he got saved a week before he died. I know my father went to be with the Lord years ago. So he gets his own education. Like I said, I don't believe God's white. And it's like, he'd learn. It'd be nice if more people from Union get involved with Celebrate Recovery. If nothing else, it will deepen your relationship with Jesus. That's the Christ-centered 12-step I belong to. When I first came out to the pastors that had a drug problem, they said I'd get into a good 12-step group. People go to Celebrate Recovery for different reasons. It's not just chemical addiction. I met a few people who went there to be supportive of their friends who had different problems, and they learned a lot. And they stayed involved because whether they had an issue or not, whether they considered themselves religious or not, they met the Lord at Celebrate Recovery. Celebrate Recovery helps you to view life in a different way. You need to go to church every day. I mean, I was going to church. I was going to church when I got into drugs. Okay, things happen even when you're going to church. You can go to church and not know the Lord that well. Going to church doesn't make everything all better. Kind of a misconception there. Something that for me was in recovery. It's like they say, and the word shall make you free. Well, you still have to do your part. You receive the word, and then you act on what you learn. You put what you learn to work. You put it to action. Takeaway: it doesn't mean that you have a problem to get involved with a good recovery group. Maybe just recovering from, anything that can dominate your way of thinking, that can dominate your life, can be considered a drug. I would consider racism a drug. With the Christ-centered 12-step, you learn to see people in a different way. Colors may be important to you. Maybe you like to look color in your life. Maybe a relationship, you want to see someone the right way. And you want them to see Christ in you. And one of the reasons for staying in recovery is it strengthens my relationship with the Lord and it strengthens my relationship with everybody around me. When I worked in the food service back at ASU, I worked with a few guys who were from Iraq. What were they doing in the U.S.? Going to school, getting a great education, and after that, they'd be going back home. They were from Iraq, they were from Afghanistan, and they were wonderful guys. Until I met them, I wouldn't have thought that somebody from Afghanistan would enjoy knowing the Lord and sharing Jesus. It's like, okay, you're in a country that we were at war with. Okay, I was quite naive back then. I said, you come from a country that we're at war with, and you know the Lord, and you're happy to know Him. I said, please forgive me for. I said, you didn't know. It's okay to ask. I said, yeah, we love the Lord. But that blew me away. They're from a different country that we're at war with, and they knew Jesus. We were like, okay, I need to grow up here. They said, ask questions, brother, you'll get answers. Always know that we love you. Knowing that my stepfather was wrong. I wasn't trying to prove him wrong, but I enjoy people. I enjoy people of all nations. I enjoy people of different colors. I especially enjoy people who don't look like me. You meet the Lord in different places. You meet the Lord through different people.